Adios.
Oh, this is a good song. We're just going to keep going. Like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend.
And then Kako just jumping like this.
Carry me like you are my brother. Love me like a mother.
Hey,
will you be there?
all these people are just watching us. My son is recording us now.
Sometimes you just gotta jam out some Michael Jackson, man.
Good old Michael and good old Kako.
You're listening to Borderless Banter, a weekly podcast by hopefully soon to be two of your favorite people in the world, Jorge and Goody.
All right. Welcome to another podcast. I don't know what number is it. We're over there. 20s?
I feel like we need to, with the way that we like mess up sometimes and lose video and audio, maybe we just need to. Jillian goes, y'all need to stop mentioning dates. And you need to stop mentioning what number episode it is.
Well, we're on track so far this year. That's good.
Yeah.
2 out of 2.
There we go. We'll just say that.
New Year's, new thoughts. Anyway, so that's awesome. Welcome, another one. I'm sure you're pretty tired. What a great event you guys had.
Yeah.
So now
we won't mention dates, but we'll mention we just had D now.
Yeah, well, you guys put it together. Yeah, that was awesome. Good times. Not much sleep, but it was so worth it.
Oh, look, I'll sacrifice all the sleep for that kind of weekend.
Yeah.
For those of you that are unfamiliar with what
they're talking about,
what's a D now?
What this people talking about? They're talking about Democrats.
Democrats now. So my wife is. Oh, maybe she didn't hear me that time.
That's
anyway. We have y'all. If you ever have the pleasure of coming visiting us in we would call this our studio.
Yeah, it's the studio. That's a great. Yeah.
At Jorge's house, it's a perfect setup.
Yeah, it's a great setup.
There's like a back. I guess what would it be like a porch area, but it's completely covered.
Yeah.
And
it's a beautiful window, like a studio.
There's a massive glass panel,
like a studio,
and it is like a studio. But it's funny because
I'm still waiting on the recording button
on air.
But
all of Jorge's family,
well, we just call fans. They they haven't subscribed yet. Hit that button.
You gotta hit that like button.
And Maddie, smash that button.
Smash the like button. Subscribe. So instead of subscribing, they just come and watch it live.
That's right.
And anyway.
Hey, I was thinking that'd be fun to have some kind of like live thing.
Ooh.
That'd be good. And we start reading, oh, hey, what's up? Guy from somewhere saying hello. That'd be kind of nice.
All right, caller, you're live on the air.
Oh, hey, we should do that one time.
Have like a call-in?
We should call like a Waffle House or something. Just to interview. That would be so good.
This is Jorge and Goody.
We're just recording here.
Us.
You don't know us. You want to tell us more about your job?
Who's your best short order cook? Get him on the line.
Hey, shorty. I want me to talk to you on the phone.
Look, hey, talking about. I'll get back to D now in a minute. You talk about short order cooks at Waffle House. Let me tell you, when I was in college, me and my group of friends, we would go to Waffle House all the time, and we got to know on a first name basis. Well, yeah, but on a first name basis with a short order cook that worked from midnight to 6. So, because we would just look, we weren't the partying kids. We weren't the crazy go off and do too dumb of stuff kids.
Yeah.
And so we would just be
just
it's 1 o'clock in the morning and we're just hungry.
Yeah.
And so we go to Waffle House, and So yeah, we got to know this guy, and I mean, it's just.
Well, this guy know already your menu. He'll be like,
Oh yeah. I mean, we could walk in, and he'd be like, "All right, you're getting this. Like half the time they didn't have to ask. So
That's awesome.
But I mean, it's just look, Waffle House short order cooks.
I know.
It's an art form.
It is. It is crazy. So we have this. I love Waffle House, and I used to go to Waffle House a lot for breakfast. I have like this goal in mind that I want to go into a restaurant, and they will know me already.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say open a restaurant. And I was like,
No,
Jorge,
no,
our next adventure.
No, I'm not. I love to work. I don't like to kill myself working.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So anyway, so I was like, I want to show up. Menu's there already. You don't have to say, hey, how you doing? And you know, the food
And they
shows
just
up.
know. Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, he must be
Who's
a
this
regular.
guy? He must be special.
So I did. So it's pretty good. So I have that one, 2 Waffle Houses. So when I show up, I took my sister and my brother-in-law. They've never been to Waffle House.
Yeah.
So they want to go and experience the Waffle House.
Oh man.
Showed up, and I tell you what, it paid for. Because my sister, she's big into social media. She likes to record.
Yeah.
So she came in recording the Waffle House. And the manager kind of looked at her like, what are you doing? I went to the manager. I was like, hey, it's all good. It's all good. She's never been here. And the guy was like, okay, that's good.
This stuff can't be
It
seen.
paid off. It paid off because, like, you know, I was explaining this to my sister. Sadly, everybody with video now, you can create all kinds of stories.
Yeah, that's true.
And because the Waffle House is suffering right now of short staff, it gets a bit dirty, you know, and then you never
More
know
than
what they're going to
usual.
use. You're like, there's a stack of plates right there, you know. You just need to put them out anyway. So anyway, go back
Yeah.
to your denounce story.
Yes.
After all these awesome
I want to go to Waffle House. So, all right, group trip after this. Yeah. So, and I hadn't been in a while. So anyway,
But you remember on the lock? I'm sorry to interrupt. But locked in.
let's keep talking about Waffle
I
House.
was trying to take a group of guys to the Waffle House. I think it would have been awesome though.
It would have been that. That might just need to be like a.
Maybe one day we'll
just
do
call
it
up
down
all the
low and
junior,
like
senior guys.
we start picking up senior. Can you imagine that? You and I one night start picking up all these seniors and
We can like
waking
wake them up in the middle of the night.
and then take them to Waffle
So
House.
all right, so one of the best like youth group day nights, whatever you want to call it, of mine. Some of our youth leaders did that.
Oh, really?
So I kid you not, I am in my bed. I'm like 17 years old, fast asleep, and all of a sudden there are people like piled on top of me, and it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And one of our small group leaders had called all of our parents beforehand. And he was like,
I was saying, yeah.
he was like, I want to do this, and then I want to take them all to Waffle House. And that's
awesome.
what he did.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
That's
That'd
gonna
be
be great.
so great though.
Oh, but we're telling them well, they won't know.
no,
It's not like
they're
they'll-
nobody like, you know.
Now you're going to go to bed every night thinking,
Hey,
are Goody and Jorge
this is for
gonna come
another
crashing
church.
through our
This is for
door?
another church. It's a church in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah. Where we go to Taco House. God, was that racist?
I don't think so. But you never know these days, though, right? Was that called appropriation of culture?
That's not
Cultural
fair. I like
appropriation?
tacos.
Yeah, I'm not offended.
I mean,
So I'm
look,
good.
I'm not the one that puts the sombrero on my head at my birthday when I go to a Mexican
I'm good.
restaurant.
Yeah. So listen, this is also funny. Like somebody was doing this video of a guy like dressed up as he had a sombrero and like a little Mexican like sort of very colorful vest
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
Sarape, they're called. So anyway, they were there, and a lot of Caucasians or what they're like.
You can't do that.
That's just not appropriate, right? And the guy was like,
And he was
"Am I
asking him-
offending you?"
asking him, right?
Yeah, am I offending you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You offended me. You offended me. Then he went and asked Mexicans, and
they're like,
"That's
"I like
awesome.
it. Looks good."
great." So see, it just depends of your mood.
Anyway,
My mood, okay, that's okay. You can say Taco House or La Casa del Taco. It's all good.
is there okay? So, because I've only been to parts of Mexico that are definitely not Mexico City.
Okay.
So, like in and around Mexico City, is there an equivalent of a Waffle House type restaurant?
No. But all the Mexican restaurants or the good Mexican tacos,
Yeah,
they start selling tacos maybe like 1 or 2 a.m.
yeah. Now I have
and
seen
they're
that.
usually around bars and
Like
stuff
street-
like that.
yeah.
so they can just come and get. But there's nothing like 24/7 now. There's not such a thing.
Okay.
Which it tells me like Waffle House. I heard this joke of the Waffle House. Like if the Waffle House is up in 24/7, why there's a lock in the doors? And who has that key?
That's true. Oh. Who holds the power to lock a Waffle House?
You're enough. I'm gonna close this stuff right now.
Look, I'm just saying, we live in a country where Waffle House, the government uses Waffle House to judge how bad a storm system is. Like you know, FEMA has like a Waffle House storm index.
I know. I heard this.
To where if as long as Waffle House is open, they know that the area is like accessible and
it comes Katrina. Close the Waffle.
They close them down.
It must be serious. That's funny.
I want y'all to know, I'm about to jump back into what D Now is, but I look over at Jorge's computer and all I see is the headline Waffle House humor. So I don't know what he's looking up.
I don't know. I want to see when I can plug one of this stuff. But go ahead and talk about D Now.
So
maybe I'll find one.
D Now stands for Disciple Now. And it's this idea of, or the whole point of a D Now weekend is for students, grades 6 through 12. They get together for a weekend and spend it. It's supposed to be focusing on what it means to be a disciple of Jesus and what it means to truly follow after him. And so here in LaGrange, where we are located.
LaGrange.
Is that the first time we've mentioned that that's where we're at?
I think so. The LaGrange.
No, we've mentioned LaGrange.
Okay.
But I've never said where I work. Ooh. And I'm not gonna.
10. You gotta like, bleep it.
As I'm wearing the t-shirt. I just realized that.
Hey, I wonder if the whole time you can just put like,
put a blur.
Yeah, or like places where I work or something.
Goody's wearing an inappropriate t-shirt. Look, it's blurred out. But so here in LaGrange, we multiple churches from around the area come together, and we have a great weekend of large group teaching sessions and music, small group sessions. All the kids stay at like a host home, broken up into grades and gender, of which there are only 2. And but no, it's
too controversial.
It's an incredible weekend, and we had.
Mama Goody said there's only 2 genders.
Look, I'm just saying, when archaeologists find old bones, they're either male or female. Ooh. Never have I like seen an archaeologist pull up bones and go, "Oh, this is an attack helicopter." Like,
have you seen the guy? I'm sorry, just jumping on this one. A guy talking about like he showed up somewhere in Congress, dressed up as a rat.
Oh gosh.
And he goes like, identify myself as a rat. And he's like, he's doing great stuff. He's doing that on purpose. So he's like, excuse me, sir. And he goes, I'm sorry. You don't hear? I'm a rat.
Oh, so he was like, he was just making fun of. Okay. I got you.
So sorry. Keep going.
But no. It was an incredible weekend. Just from our church. We had 5 or 6 that made first-time professions of faith, giving their life to Jesus, and that makes lack of sleep well worth it. I know y'all had a house full of 6th grade girls, and
no, it was fun though. Like, I was just having issues. I have issues sometimes sleeping.
Yeah.
But it was good. I mean, the girls are so much fun. I always say this, like, we have hosted in the past boys.
Okay.
And girls.
Say who's easier to handle?
Girls.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like boys are much more rambunctious.
They're rambunctious. We like to fight.
Got energy. Yeah.
But one thing is like we have a basement, so you go down our basement, and it'll be like whap, this smell of like BO, which I'm not used to it because like I have 2 girls, and but then it's the opposite. You go there and you're like wham. Well, they for perfume stuff, they just get like ooh. So,
that's funny.
It's all good. It was all good stuff.
What I found funny with your group when I asked Jorge and Tiffany to host, I was like, it'll be easy. Y'all have only got like 5 or 6 girls. And by the time signups were done and D now started, y'all had what, 12?
12. And
12 sixth grade
in the
girls.
conversation, you're like, yeah, so, we want to make sure everybody had a bed or something like that, so we're good. And then you said, well, now you have 2 liters. And I was like, whoa. That changes everything because we want to have the SWAT leaders in their own room, separate from the kids. So I was like, so that just compromised 3 more kids.
Well, okay, so it's funny you say that. All right, so you're talking about, and I also just realized, did we ever get any more beds for y'all?
No, Jeff Colquitt. He did. But here's the fun
Coming
thing.
through in the clutch.
They slept on the floor.
Oh. Well, so Jeff Colquitt said to me, because, in that text thread for all of our host homes, we were like, oh, we need 2 more beds, blah, 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 blah. And I can't remember if it was either Faith or Jeff said, were we supposed to supply air mattresses for all the kids? And I was like, no, that's just what they wanted to do. And Jeff was like, must be nice at their house, a little bougie. Everybody gets an air mattress. I just tell them sleep on the floor.
Well, I just try to treat them really well and stuff like that.
That's fair.
And then there was like a couple of ones, the last sign-ups, that didn't have an air mattress because we don't have one.
Literally, we had one like the night before at like midnight.
And I was like, it will be really bad that only one person doesn't have that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of it being canceled, I was going to, did you hear about the Delan Hills? So I don't want to have that.
Right.
So no, you guys did great, but nobody used that. They slept on the floor pretty much. This is awesome.
That doesn't surprise me.
Great.
But when you only weigh like 40 pounds, sleeping on the floor don't mean anything.
And when you're that young, I was actually talking to my neighbor about this stuff, and he said he went camping on the backyard, and he was like, I just want to sleep on the floor, the good old times. It's like, this is the worst idea ever.
Horrible.
It was like, I'm still hurting. It was like 2-3 days after that. I just cannot do it anymore.
No.
Though, we go camping once a year with our friends, primitive camping, but we take our inflatables.
Oh yeah.
Like mattresses and whatnot, and there's still some people that they just put the little what do they call the thermarest? Have you seen the thermarest? I think it's about 2 inches of air.
Oh yeah. Like what?
Same thing as sleeping on the floor.
What is that doing?
Is that who are you trying to prove?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do anything like that. But yeah, it was fun, good times. Everybody was so tired, but yeah, it was so worth it. It was so good.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
All the parents kind of happy too, and it's a good time. Hopefully, I was talking to somebody. It's a good time also for parents just to get involved, and then if not involved, sometimes it's good to have a little dates. So that was fun. I was able to have a date with my wife. We ate some beautiful breakfast at Gus's. You like Gus's?
I have not been to Gus's.
Oh, Gus's is good breakfast.
This is the
man.
one kind of like
going downhill
right off the square.
Yeah. It's really good. It's Greek. The guy is Greek.
Okay, that's somebody was telling me that.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. So we have that time.
Cool.
And that was all good. So yeah, now going back to work and going on.
I know, right? I had today off, which is Monday.
Nice. Yeah.
And now
you're like, here you go.
Tuesday too.
Can I go ahead and take Tuesday? But now we have the big trip over there coming up. So that's going to be another one.
Gotta get ready for that.
So yeah, it was good. We talked about last week. We were talking with Jessica. Championship. What a big disappointment for up water here. Michigan won. It was just terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And then Alabama.
Oh, Alabama just gives
Nick
us a little.
Nick Saban retires.
Nick is like, I'm done. Who are they hiring?
They hired Washington's head coach, DeBoer. They were like, you aren't good enough to win a national championship. You can be our coach. I'm just kidding. I don't know what they said. They probably just said, roll tide. That's how they communicated to DeBoer.
Roll tide.
They said, you want to be our coach? Roll tide.
Roll tide. You want this? Roll tide. He speaks our language. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Then NFL. How about this snow?
Oh, this is a wild
eclipses in
Have you been watching,
Buffalo.
Yeah. And how they lifted a travel ban so that people could come to the stadium and shovel snow out of the stadium. I was watching ESPN earlier today.
Hey, we're gonna shovel And then you're gonna to pay your ticket.
Yeah. Gosh. They did something like that last year where like you could come shovel snow, and I think they sold tickets to like you actually got to come to like a team meet and greet or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
after the season.
Oh, that was nice.
Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But literally people are showing up to shovel snow and they have these like, and I think they have them for these reasons, but they've basically taken, like the big plastic, the black plastic
what you're
drainage pipes that you put like under your driveway and stuff. And they have them cut in half. Hold on. And literally they like stretch all the way up the stands. And so people shovel snow into it. And then they put somebody at the top and they slide and it pushes all the snow down to the field. And then they just like
you need to put a video. You need to put a video of the guy.
It's pretty funny. The one that without his shirt on. Yeah. That's pretty good. But man, like, okay. I love sports.
Hey, the game was it's over.
Oh, it's already happened?
Yeah, it's a final game.
Oh, and the Bills won. Nice.
I thought the game was going to be at night.
I wanted the Bills to win.
Anyway, that was it. I was just checking. So I thought it was going to be at 8 p.m.
Oh, speaking of winning, how about the
Coach Prime?
No. How about
that's a great line. Somebody was like, "Hey, I thought you were like a Georgia fan."
It was Michael Fagan, our worship leader. He's like, "Goody, why are you wearing a Colorado hat? You're like the biggest Georgia fan there is." And I was like, "I like Coach Prime, man."
It's like I said, my fragrance.
I said, confidence is my odor.
It was great. You think people are like,
what?
Coach Prime? I was laughing. Anyway, so ahead. Speaking of winning.
Yeah, so the Lions won their first playoff game in 33 years.
That's crazy. Against
and beating
Stafford.
Matt Stafford and the Rams by 1
point. 1 point. That was it. I was watching the game, and I just gave up after halftime because there was no defense. And it's good, you want to watch that, but like, when there's no defense, you're like, oh, it's gonna be who's get tired. But obviously, there's not news, but it's like the news.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys gets eliminated one more time.
Yeah, they did.
In playoffs. Have you seen that cycle of the Dallas Cowboys?
Dallas lose.
This is
love watching Dallas lose. You know why I love watching Dallas lose?
Why?
Because Stephen A. Smith is a no. Is it Stephen A. Smith is the Dallas fan, or is it what's the really annoying guy that is it Skip? Yeah, Skip Bayless.
I don't know.
There's a Dallas Cowboys cycle.
It's like start season.
Beat up on bad teams. Fans get delusional. We them boys. This is our year. Choking the playoffs.
We're here. So that's what happened again last night.
That sounds like Tennessee Volunteers.
But it was a terrible game. My dad is a huge Cowboys fan. He was not in a good mood. He was like, man. But anyway, so you were saying.
You could just be a Titans fan like me and just get used to it now.
Or Falcons.
We had our one shot at the playoffs.
We got a shot with the Falcons. I want an icy. One guy that works over there with us. It was like, oh, we're gonna do a great year this year. Falcons is gonna be great. And I was like, I don't bet, but I was like, I'm gonna bet you an icy. Because I love ices. Remember,
which according to you is candy.
It's a candy. That's right. So he was like, okay, let's do a candy, an icy. If the Falcons will end up even.
Oh, if they have a 500 record.
They didn't.
Wait, so do you get the icy or?
I get that free icy because I was like, I love the Falcons, but I know we don't have anything today.
Nah.
And not even a coach.
That's
now,
true.
Is Belichick coming in?
He should. Apparently Kirby Smart.
That was the whole joke, though,
he
right?
said, no, apparently he said he would entertain offers.
Really?
In other words, if you will pay me a ridiculous amount of money.
Do you think he's telling Georgia, you guys need to give me a raise? That's another way to just tell them, like,
I don't know.
I'm flirting with somebody else.
I don't even know what his...
Jim in Michigan won, and he's also like...
Let's see what Kirby Smart...
Looking at somebody to see who... And I'm sick and tired of all these contracts, man. Like, this money is just insane. And I get it, they're great. But it's so
Holy
much
moly.
money. Oh no, tell me.
Smart was recently rewarded with a gigantic 10-year, $112.5
There you go.
million contract extension in July.
And that is why probably he said something like that. Wouldn't he sign that?
Why would you give that up?
Because he wants more
I mean,
money.
well, I will
More
say,
money, more problems.
I never thought we would say that coaching in the NFL would be easier than coaching in college, because now with NIL,
Yeah,
and
they
the
make money.
transfer
That's right.
portal,
Yeah.
like-
There's some players that make more money now, which is the NFL,
Oh, yeah.
than the coaches. So they have more pool, right? That's when you start seeing that. That happens a lot in the Mexican and the South American and a little bit European leagues in soccer. When you have players, they are making tremendous amount of money.
yeah,
They start having more power over the coach. So, well, he goes, prime example is Messi. Messi comes to Inter Milan.
oh yeah,
Inter Miami. He's like Inter Milan. I wish. He comes to Inter Miami. He calls for Tata. He's like, I want Tata to come here, and you need to bring this and this and this and this. And all these players come, and now Suarez is there.
yeah.
Right. So I already, my friend Neil Baker already got season tickets, and he does this cool thing, and it's like, everybody, please sign up, put your name on it. I'm gonna go watch him again. Hopefully they show up, because last year Messi was missing in action because of his contract, not playing on artificial grass, baby. So anyway, that's what's going on. But hopefully the Atlanta Falcons get somebody good this year.
I wanna ask you this question. I found this interesting. See if I can find the post. So in the Premier League,
Yeah. Oh, which by the way you lost 2-3. That was a close game. What a close
Man
game.
City, I know. So in the Premier League, part of the rules, you cannot spend more money than you bring in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's about the fair play rules or whatever you will call it. And they, I mean, they're pretty strict about it. I'm trying to find this post. Well, where's Raj? He's on here somewhere.
Everybody's like,
Anyway,
what's going on?
I know.
Can you put like the music?
Where is? Oh my goodness! All right. Anyway, so basically,
What are we talking about now? What are they talking about? I'm gonna
Premier
rewind
League.
this.
all right. So Nottingham Forest
You're gonna ask me a
and
question,
Everton
yeah?
are both right now.
Which, by the way, these two teams are not that great.
No.
For somebody who understands this, would be like
Yeah.
football. It would be what's the name of that team that beat Georgia Tech? It starts with T. Tulsa, and
Yeah, it'd be like Rice and Temple
yeah, that's right. There you go. That's right.
being investigated.
Yeah.
So they were investigated by like the Fair Play Rules Committee or whatever by the Premier League, and they're already working on like what their punishment is going to be.
Yeah.
More than likely, like
Relegation.
a points deduction.
Yeah, that's right.
Which if Everton, and it's like a 10-point deduction.
Wow,
which
that's a lot.
If Everton gets a points deduction at this
Done.
point, they're done. They're going to get relegated. And I think it was over like a 3-year period that these guys were investigated.
Wow.
Man City currently has 127 pending
Cases.
against them in the same like type of thing. Their trial or their investigation has not even started.
Yeah, of course.
It's because they were champions.
That's right. They can't do it.
You don't want to do that to the
No,
champion.
but that's what they're doing. But here's the other stuff. Hopefully, I don't get canceled. Who owns Man City?
The Saudis.
There you go. So what you going to
So does
investigate?
Newcastle.
Yeah, there's not much investigation. When you start really going around that investigation, it's like that famous list of
That's true.
somebody
Oh, here it is.
little thing on it.
The Premier League alleges the Toffees and the Reds. That's Everton. Their nickname is the Toffees, and Nottingham Forest are the Reds. Which is interesting to me that in no other country really, except the U.S., do we have like like names for our team. In other words, like
The mascots or
yeah. So like Newcastle United.
Yeah,
Or Newcastle
there's
United.
nothing-
Now,
right.
do we have a nickname? Yes, we're the Magpies.
Yeah. But you don't have that.
But we're not called the Newcastle United Magpies.
That's right.
Man City is not Manchester City, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing in Mexico. There's some that have it, some don't have it.
I mean, like
but I
Club
think
America is Club America.
Aguilas, the Eagles.
Okay, but see,
Yeah,
you
but-
don't.
yeah,
see
you
that
don't
as
say
much.
that. Yeah, I mean, there's some teams that have it.
Cruz Azul.
They have a bunny, but again, it's not. But in the States, I think it's more because of the college
Oh, that's true.
thing.
That's
There's
true.
more impactful towards though, right?
That's
like
true.
it's more familiar. You want to have like more family oriented, not familiar,
Yeah.
more family oriented. Maybe that's what that is.
So it says that they broke profit and sustainability rules in a 3-year period up to this season. All right. Clubs may face points deductions. Everton said they're going to contest the charge.
Yeah, of course.
Forest is confident of a speedy and fair resolution. Everton is already appealing a 10-point deduction for breaking the
Yeah,
same
'cause
rules.
I just check. They're number 19 or 18
Yeah.
already.
yeah.
So that's it. And that's big money.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. The case on Man City's 115 historic charges, announced 345 days ago, has still yet to be heard.
No, and it's not going to. I think it's going to be probably like in 10 years when everybody's gone and the people forget about it. If you think about FIFA, that's what started this whole thing when like Joseph Blatter was in there and like all these people were starting
Sepp
investigating.
Blatter?
Oh, yes. Joseph Blatter. I think that's his name is Joseph. We made them call him Sepp.
No, Sepp.
I think so. That's Sepp, like S-E-P-H.
We're gonna look at it. I think it's SEPP.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Joseph, but anyway. But they started investigating that guy, and they started investigating everybody. It took about 15 to 10 years, and then people would just retire.
Sepp Blatter.
Sepp. Is his name Joseph, but I just made that up?
I think you just made that up.
Okay, well, Sepp. All right, so Sepp.
Which is a weird name.
Yeah, where's the guy from? Is it Swedish?
Yeah, Swedish.
Yeah, there you go.
Swiss. Sorry.
Swiss, sorry. So I think that's what happens.
Same thing.
When they start, it's like if you start investigating the NLA, all this stuff happening at NCAA, there's so much corruption. in
Sepp
there.
got pushed out because of all that.
Absolutely. And
then
then
more
they put this other new guy, and then what's his name? The new guy on the FIFA.
Let's see.
I forgot his
FIFA
name.
president.
He's Italian, which already tells you a little bit about that.
Gianni Infantino.
Infantino. That's right. He's supposedly not doing that, but yet Qatar wins.
He just looks like he'd be corrupt. Looks like a mafia boss.
So it's like it's all that. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard though. Like somebody said this one time to me and said, "You think is it possible for a person? I'm a designer, and there's a lot of things you do sometimes in design. You can put subliminal messages here and there and that." Somebody was like, "You think it's possible for a Christian to be a good designer? Because usually design." You start putting subliminal messages better when you start talking about like big companies and stuff like that. And I say, absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
Are you going to be famous and stuff? No. I
Right.
think it's the same thing. You think is it possible to be like a strong Christian or a strong person with values in a company like that? I think it's pretty hard though when somebody's giving you money. What are you going to do?
That's true.
So everything is about money. That's who said that? More money, more problems. Is that Puff Daddy?
Let's find out.
That great poet. Hey, I have a question.
No, that was our boy Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, Notorious.
More money, more problems.
Notorious B.I.G. This is how much I know about that rap.
Love it when you call me Big Pop.
Hey, what a great movie. One of some of my favorite
Hardball?
movies. Yeah. Keanu Reeves, man. Keanu Reeves doing the Big Papa. G-Baby. That was his guy, though.
Man, that movie cracked me up.
That's it. Here's a question for you. I haven't asked questions. Weird questions.
Oh no.
What is the weirdest conspiracy theory you've ever believed? First of all, you believe in conspiracy theories?
I mean, I'm sure. I don't think Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone
Okay.
in killing JFK. There's no way.
That's
I
interesting.
think it was the CIA.
You think, oh, blipping that one right there.
So
Is the company.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess there's I'm sure there's stuff out there that I don't know that I believe, like weird ones though. Like I feel like that's not a weird one to believe. Like to me, that's not a difficult thing to believe that a guy who, I mean, yeah, he was a decent shot, but I know the rifle that he used.
I know about
Also,
weapons.
if that burp smells like pickles, sorry. Your kids had me try these like pickled okras before we got in here.
Oh, look, right here.
The CIA had a hand in JFK's. I'm telling you, man, the rifle that was used by what's his face. There's no way he got that many shots off
That's
in that amount of
interesting.
time with that kind of accuracy.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Anyway, you know what I was just thinking about this stuff. It just hit me this week, and I don't know why we start talking about this, but I was thinking like, because Marty was talking about like the Bible of like, how do you know the Bible is real, and it's showing all the evidence that this, I forgot the name of the king. There was not a king.
Belshazzar.
Oh, Belshazzar was like there, not there, and I was thinking.
But then all of a sudden they found evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going to happen today? All this junk that we're producing on AI, right?
People are not going to know what to believe.
In 500 years, they're going to be like, do you see this? I'm telling you, these people were riding lions.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And then, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's...
how do you know? Like, it has to be something like somebody needs to stop, because now I was just saying about these conspiracies. Because now everything, if you're not really pay attention,
Well, I told
everything
you.
could be a conspiracy.
When we were talking about New Year's, I said, for a second, I genuinely thought there was an issue with the ball drop on New Year's. Because this lady had like created somehow through AI had created like her Instagram stories of them being at Times Square and being escorted out because there was an issue with the ball, and like they were moving everyone out of the area. And I'm just like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then you watch TV and you watch the ball drop and you're going, well, but maybe it really didn't.
That's right. It's crazy. This is the image I was telling you about the New Year's Eve. I don't know if you remember seeing this one or not. It's like
Everybody's on their phones.
everybody's on their phones and nobody knows and nobody celebrates. But you know, that's what I was really thinking at just this weekend. I was like, how do you make sure? And I'm sure we're gonna have, obviously it's not gonna be an issue anymore. But you think about like now it's gonna be so easy to go back to the facts because you have internet everywhere, you got documents, you got printed stuff, and yet in 500 years you're gonna have like this 5-year-old kid that decided to do a Picasso with like with a Michelangelo combination technique and a little Van Gogh, and you're like, who did it and who's going on?
Yeah.
You're never gonna find out what the truth is now, so it's interesting. So I have that one just for you, little question on.
I mean, there's probably some weird conspiracy theories out there. So
I know.
I mean,
weird.
there are genuinely people that think the Earth is flat.
Yeah, which I love that he addressed that one yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
Because I was like, what? It's true. People do think it's flat.
yeah.
How? I don't know why.
Because my question for them every time is, if it's flat and there's an end to the world, then how come there has not been a single documented case of anything falling off the edge of the world?
Because no. They say it. I think the flat earthers are just so funny. Because they think that we live in like this small rectangle.
Oh,
but
that's
after
right.
that, there's like in Antarctic is the wall,
Is
and
the
then
wall
after
around
a
the whole
wall, there's
thing.
other stuff, and there's more, and there's 3 or 4 words on it.
That's right.
That's what they believe.
And then you're like, well, we just took a picture of the Earth from space.
But it looks so small.
And then, my favorite thing is they go, it just looks like a circle. It's just flat.
It's
And I'm like,
it's the
because we're taking a picture from one side.
Everybody taking shots with a fish bowl eye on it, fish camera eye or whatever.
People.
You gotta love it though, you know. It's like, I just think we need more like Coach Prime people to be leaders and be very straightforward. You know,
True.
do not allow my confidence. Remember that phrase?
That Coach Prime said?
Yeah. Do
Well, he
not
said-
allow my confidence.
To be, what did he say? We're gonna.
That's the greatest. To offend your insecurity.
Oh, is that what he said? Yep, Deion Sanders. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. That's funny.
That's great though. So
That's
it's
a good one.
Hey, the earth is flat. No, it's not. It's round. Hey, but don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. Okay?
That's pretty funny.
See you, Bob. It was like Bob would be like, did he just insulted me? Twice?
That's pretty funny.
I know. Coach Prime, baby. Coach Prime. Oh, I so wish he would have come to tech. Here's another question for you. How many chickens will it take to kill an elephant? Oh, hold on. Just answer that question. I need to show you this one.
Wait,
Hold on. I just cannot believe I was just talking about this. How many chickens will it take for you to take a? How many chickens will it take to kill an elephant?
none? One?
I don't know. I think chickens can kill. They just get like 1 million, maybe.
Oh, you're just asking me.
Yeah, it's just a question.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
No,
I thought there was gonna be like a
knock. Who's there?
no. I thought it was gonna be like a joke. Like how many Baptists does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, how many? 1,001.
Change? Oh, why would we change it?
I thought it was gonna be like 1,001. One holds the bulb, and 1,000 they move the building around.
Why would we change anything?
All right, so this. I watched this. You need to. This is one of the greatest videos I've ever seen in my life. When you think about an elephant, you don't think about an elephant being aggressive.
Oh, they can be though.
Well, I never seen it.
Problem is, most of the time when we see elephants, they're like the ones that have just been beaten into submission in zoos and
Lift your leg.
look, man, I'm gonna tell you, the older that I get, and look, I'm not some left wing like environmental nut or anything, but the older that I get, the more I look at like SeaWorld type places.
Oh, man.
Certain now I realize there are legitimate zoos out there that bring in like rescues and like it is a legitimate. They are what word am I looking for? Like a sanctuary type place.
Yeah.
Where they're allowing them to recover and recuperate. That's fine, and I know some of those, and they're treated well. But this whole like putting a orca whale in a daggum above ground swimming pool, that's right. Like orcas are pack animals. They're made to be together, and then freaking Free Willy. Anyway, Kako,
man. Oh.
Oh, you're talking about Tiger King?
I love it because that's what it was, though. But not, I'm with you.
Exotic.
Like he was asking for the pardon from Donald Trump, though.
Can I tell you, I didn't make it past the first episode of that series.
I mean, that whole series was like your IQ was dropping.
It was during the pandemic.
Velocity.
Remember that
right.
came out, and everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, Tiger King!"
Yeah,
and I couldn't do it.
It's one of those shows that you watch and you're like, this is weird. I'm watching this. I need to stop because I can tell. I'm telling Tiffany, I was like,
but then it's partially
my
like a train
IQ
wreck.
just going like, anyway. So this fight, I haven't seen this. So this rhino, sort of like I guess somewhere in Africa, sees an elephant, and the rhino starts charging towards the elephant.
Yeah.
Right, and the elephant. I mean, it's like twice as big, maybe 3 times as big. The elephant. It kind of looks at him. It's like, get off, you know. And then like the rhino is like, no. So the rhino goes back and then charges again, and the elephant is like, kind of gives another warning of
like, look, bro, we're not fighting.
Like, we're good.
Yeah.
The rhino goes for the 3rd time. And at this point, I don't think we can show this because this is gonna be too. The elephant goes, hits him right on the side.
Oh, he's like spearing him with his tusks.
He tusk goes inside.
Oh my goodness!
You hear the rhino going, like the rhino's like, look. So the rhino's like, after that, the rhino's like, oh man,
here.
I'm done. Rhino's dead. He died, but
I mean, most things would when taking.
look at him. I never seen this before. Like Tiffany loves elephants because they're so sweet and everything. This elephant ain't sweet. That guy
until he shoves both of these tusks through your
both in the
abdomen.
Deflated him big time. No? So that was it.
Man.
That's crazy. That's
so
a
there's
crazy
your
time.
warning, folks. Do not
If an
make an
elephant
elephant
says
mad.
go off, you go off. Oh, but it's just a human being. He's like, hey, I don't want to mess with you. Just
See
go.
an elephant fly.
What is that song?
That's from Dumbo.
I love Jim Gaffigan. You like Jim Gaffigan? He's a comedian.
I was about to try to do one of my favorite. Yes, to answer your question, yes. But one of my favorite bits from him is when he does the Hot Pockets one.
Hot
And he's like, Hot Pockets. And then he goes, and then they have, I think one of my favorite things about Jim Gaffigan is how
his voices.
he has like an internal voice that he expresses. And so he's always talking about, he'll like do a joke.
And
then he'll do
his voice.
Yeah,
again?
then he'll do the voice like how he thinks the audience is responding.
That's right.
And they're like, what's he talking about?
What's he using that
Do you
voice
know
again?
what he's doing? But my favorite one, he's talking about Hot Pockets, and then he's like, there's no you either have ice cold or burning lava hot for Hot Pockets. But then he gets to this point and he goes, and then they have these things called lean pockets. And he goes, it's one of my favorite lines. And he goes, what's the instructions for those? Take out a package, place immediately in toilet.
That's right.
Because he talks about how Hot Pockets like go straight through him.
That's right. He's funny. So he has one of his other famous one is the Dumbo.
Oh yeah.
About like you just like are in Disney. Waiting for hey, excuse me, what ride is this? This is Dumbo. It's like you stay there for 2 hours, 3 hours in the summer sun, sweating, and then you come in here like Dumbo. Because it's the dumbest thing ever. It's like, you're the Dumbo. Next.
You're about to fly in a plastic elephant for 30 seconds and you've waited for 2 hours.
You're the Dumbo. Yeah, I love that guy. Gaffigan.
Oh,
He's
man.
one of my favorite ones. So that Dumbo. And I just actually used this one yesterday. We went to Rio Grande and I made friends with this guy outside. He's outside. He has 4 kids. And these 4 kids are just running around, man, everywhere. I try to go inside the taqueria, and that kid is like, hey, what's your name? My name is Michael. And I was like, what's up, Michael? My name is Jorge. My name is Michael. And I was like, I get it. Can I go in, Michael? What's your name? And I was like, then I just turn around
like
to the
standing
dad.
in front of the door?
Yeah, in front of the door. Turn around to dad. Is like, dad has like a kid, like, I don't know, 1 or maybe 2 years old, kind of like trying to go to sleep. And the guy goes, sorry, man. Michael, let him go in. So I just got in, came back, and I look at the guy, and I said, are these your 4 kids right here? The guy looks tired. I mean, the guy's just like, he's like, no, man, I just got 2. He's like, thank God, I only 2. So I started talking to him, and I said, do you know who Jim Gaffigan is? And he goes like, no. And I was like, these comedians are funny. He said, one of my favorite jokes is like, when he talks about like, having a 3rd child is like you're drowning. And as you're drowning, somebody hands you a baby. And he goes,
like, I'm saving these 2.
That's right.
Oh, but here's another one.
So the guy was like, yeah, I can tell. I was like, what's his name again?
Makes sense.
Because I was like, oh my goodness, just like, I had like a really nice like 5 minutes. Tiffany was waiting on me in the car. I'm talking to this guy. Tiffany was like, you okay? I'm like, I'm good. And I just had I was like, yeah, man. I was like, you enjoy the time. These kids, long nights, but the days are gonna be short or whatever. I was like, I just cannot wait. I was like, that guy was like, he lives in life. Inside was his wife, and I guess like the wife's sister or maybe the sister-in-law just having fun eating. Well, he's outside taking care of the 4 kids. It was just ridiculous. But anyway, I cannot believe I used Jim Gaffigan twice. Today, back to back. Anyway, Dumbo and having another kid. That's about it, man. What else you got? I think we've been talking for a while now.
Yeah. I mean, we're almost on an hour.
That's good. Well, it's been fantastic. Again, hit and subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button.
Like button,
Maddie.
subscribe. Smash it up.
Subscribe.
But listen, I really want to have, maybe next time we need to have a student. I think it's time for a student to
it's time
come
for
in
another
again.
student to come on.
And so if you see this and if you tell us about it,
Yeah, tell us your favorite part about this episode.
you're going to be in here. I promise. Right here.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah. But they need to come say it.
That's true.
If not,
It'll be interesting
we'll see
to
it.
see if anyone says
That's right.
anything.
So when it comes in, do that stuff. So anyway, why don't you just say your favorite words at the end?
Salinar.
Hey, Juanita. Juanita's coming.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
By the way, Juanita and Jorge are coming, so that's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
I cannot wait.
I know.
Y'all,
It's going to be fantastic.
shout out
That's awesome.
Papa Jorge.
That's awesome.
What do I call them?
You call him Papa Jorge, I think is good. I like him.
Okay.
They call him Abuela, which means grandpa, but Papa Jorge is
Can I
good.
just call him Abuela and Abuelo?
You can. She goes by Tita though. She doesn't like
Same
Abuela
thing.
because it makes her feel old.
Oh, kind of like when
Tita's
people call
cool.
me sir. I'm like, no.
You are a sir.
No.
You passed 30, dude. Accept it now.
Shut up.
Sir,
I
why
turned
don't you say
34
goodbye to us?
I turned 34 in less than
you
2
older than
months.
Jesus, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, he was on earth. Just FYI. He's just
well, yeah.
There goes Jorge saying non-stuff and then
No, I
non-Christian
can't.
stuff.
I'm so excited to meet your parents.
No, they're coming. So that's going to be great. So they're going to be here at the end of January. So that's going to be awesome. So maybe Juanita can just come and say hello one time. You know, we got Jeff Coquette. Now we're going to have Juanita in it. So that's going to be great. So anyway, I don't know why I said that, but I was excited.
Yeah.
You
So
said
if you're
goodbye.
a student,
Yeah, come on in. Sign up.
but you got to
Smash
tell us.
that.
But you got to tell us
Smash
about
that.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Tell us what is the weirdest conspiracy theory you have. If you have a great joke from Jiff Gaffigan. Jiff. I just said
Jim
Jiff. I said Jiff
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan.
Welcome to the Butterless Banter.
Borderless Banter.
Jim's.
Send us
All
home,
right.
man.
So R.I.P. to Free Willy.
What?
Well, to use his real name. Is it Kako? It's Kako.
Yeah, like I wonder, like if you can put like Michael Jackson's song on that one. Remember?
Hold me like the river Jordan. Na 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 na.
That's the way we should just say goodbye to. Is there a way that we can just say like? That's
Oh, dude, that is such a good song. It's such a good song.
oh Michael. And Free Willy, though.
I'm actually like hitting it on beat too. Oh, what a song.
That's a good one though. Free Willy.
Anyway,
Send us on.
Salana Eum Isis. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.
Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are my brother. Love me like a mother.